So we should wait. I see. All right, we're going to wait 1 minute. No, thank you. It's a beautiful leaf. It really is. But I have lots at home. Lots. She better tell her she better hurry up. I can't see. No, I can't. I have 20/20 vision at a distance. I can't see anything up here, but I can see from a distance. So, all right. We are going to get started. So if you would, I'm going to ask you to put all of your stuff away. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm looking at this side of the room. That's right. So stuff gets put away. Is that like your hello? Hello. Is that the new way of saying hello? Okay. Okay. All right. So we are going to get started. So let's see. I feel bad. Okay. Because I'm kind of a lame old man and I didn't show up in a costume last week. So better late than never. Right? Better late than never. Am I right? Tell me I'm right. Thank you. All right. So tonight we are going to talk about the last part of we are going to talk about the last part of the 10 Commandments. Just in time, gentlemen. Just in time. All right, so we are going to start with our opening prayer if we can. So, as usual, I am the leader. You are the all. Okay? Let's go, gentlemen. Come on. Let's go. While we're young. Find your groups. And then you can help us pray as well. Oh. All right, so I'm good with this now. But in January, like how about, I don't know, 6:30? Okay. Why not? Why not? Okay. All right, so let's start. She said I sound terrible. Words hurt, you know? Hello, hello, hello. That's kind of cool. It feels weird. I'm not going to lie. It feels kind of weird having a microphone. But if it sounds better, and does it sound so much better? No, it sounds just as bad. I just sound bad. I sound great, don't I? No, holding a microphone. I like having my hands available. Just like hands, you know? All right, so we're going to start it, and I will be the leader, and you guys will be all, and here we go. God, the creator of all. Some live with war, and some in peace. Some live with much, and some live with very little. Some are sick, and others are healthy. Some live with the beauty of nature, and others in fear of it. God, you created us all. Help us find contentment in your love. And so the thing we're going to talk about today a little bit is the word contentment. So anticipate that being like a definition. All right, so a few updates. So volunteering. Open Table is in a couple of weeks on Sunday. So if you're able to help with that, we are always looking for volunteers. We talked about this last week, bowl painting for Open Bowls. Open Bowls is a fundraiser here in Racine where we serve soup down at the by like people like us. You can be creative and stuff like that. So we are having a bowl painting party on December 1st, and we'd love it if you would like to come and, paint some bowls. Does that sound great? Doesn't it? Yes, exactly. All right. Steve said sounds great. So he's a trustworthy guy. All right, a couple other updates. So this week we are finishing up on the 10 Commandments. That's right, the 10 Commandments. That's what we're finishing up on. Next week, who knows what next week is? Yes, that's right, shopping and pizza. Pizza at 6, shopping at 6:30. Okay? If you haven't shopped before, oh, please, please, please. We're like 3 minutes in. I'm going to get like 35 minutes. That's all I'm asking. 35 minutes. All right. Pizza at 6, shopping at 6:30. If you haven't shopped before, it's a lot of fun. It's more fun if you bring some money to spend to buy food for the food pantry. And so if you're able to do that, bring what you are able to. And then in 2 weeks, we have confirmation at LCR. It's literally all I know. So you'll get some more information. But in 2 weeks, confirmation is LCR, which is not that far away. Cool. All right. Your last chance this year to ask me a question. What do you want to know? Do you know Mr. Reske? Okay. So this is Mr. Reske. That's also Mr. Reske. Mr. Reske is a 4th grade teacher. Yes. You can ask me anything you want. I do like calzones. In fact, I love calzones. My favorite calzone is a meat calzone with bacon, ham, and sausage. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. All right. I didn't say I would answer any question. I said you could ask me any question. Last question. Yeah. This is last year. Yeah, this is last year. We were at Miller Park. Last question. Okay. All right. There'll be more time next year to ask me questions. All right. So, quick review. What have we talked about the last 3 weeks? What do you think? Brilliant. Yes, we have talked about the first 8 commandments. All right. We used one word, like for each commandment, to kind of remind us what each one was. Does anybody remember what the first commandment was? The first commandment, the very first commandment. Safety first indeed. That's dangerous. But as we all know, I live life on the edge. Yes, safety first. Okay, first commandment. You forgot already. Okay, first commandment. No other gods. Very nice, very nice. Who remembers the second commandment? That's right. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Who can remember the third commandment? Third commandment. Pierce. Pierce. Okay, we've already established this. How old am I? 1,000 years old. Okay, that means I can't hear. So, what's the third commandment? Phone a friend. Yeah. Oh, now he says no. Third commandment. Go ahead. No, don't read it off. I want your own words. Okay, what's the third commandment? Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Absolutely. Okay, we are on a roll. How about the world's most important commandment, the fourth commandment? No, 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 no. Fourth commandment. No, 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 no. Fourth commandment. Yeah, mom and pop. Absolutely. You betcha. Okay. Fifth commandment. What do we got? Thou shalt not murder. Seems to be an important one. Sixth commandment. Shall not commit adultery. Pretty important, particularly if you're married. All right. Does anybody remember? We talked about this last week. What was the seventh commandment? What was the seventh commandment? What do you think? No stealing. That's right. And what is the eighth commandment? Huh? The eighth commandment. Thou shalt not. Remember? Okay. Go ahead. No lying, right? You shall not bear false witness. All right. So we got through 8 of them. These are pretty important. We agree? Pretty important. Okay. We all have our favorites. One of my very favorites. But tonight we're going to talk about commandments 9 and 10. So our lesson focus is this. This is what we're kind of the point of this. We honor God when we are content. There's that word again. When we're content with what we have and help others keep what they have. Okay? How many of you like a lot of the things that you have? Raise your hand if you have things you like. Raise your hand if you have things that you want more of. Preach. Let me tell you. All right. Raise your hand if there's some things you really, really want more. I get it. I get it. Okay, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. So we're going to start with some key words. This is a word we've talked about a little bit now. We've said this like 5 times tonight, maybe even 6 times tonight. The word contentment. Who knows what contentment is? What do you think the definition of contentment is? Are you trying to figure out what the definition of contentment is? Yeah, it's brilliant. I want your own words, your definition of contentment. Go ahead. It's hard, isn't it? This is a tough one. These are tough definitions. All right, take a stab. I know what word you're thinking of. It's close, but it's not contentment. What do you think? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's an inner sense of calm and peace. Okay? How many of you are content with what you have? How many of you have to have more? Then you're probably not content with what you have. Okay? We're going to talk about that a little bit. So that's very good, yes. Happy with what you have. Now remember, contentment, being content. So you probably know that being content is not the same as everything being perfect, right? Of course, absolutely. So you can have calm and peace and be happy with what you have, but it's not the same as everything being perfect. Am I right? Of course. All right. What's the word want? Right, what does that mean? What does the word want? This is harder than it sounds because you can't use the word in the definition. What do you think? It's different than need. Want is different than need. But B, what do you think? Desire to have more. That's pretty good. The state of wishing for or needing something that is absent, that you don't have. How many of you have things that you want? Give me an example of something you want. I used to collect football cards. I have a lot of football cards. I love them. We should talk about that sometime. Something that you want. What's something you want? Ooh. I don't even know what that is. Okay. But I'm an old man. So we all have things we want. What about the word covet? This is, again, we're going to talk about this a lot tonight. How many have an idea what the word covet means? What do you think? Covet. You can just guess, go ahead. It's actually, it's almost the opposite, but I'm glad you guessed. Covet. What do you think? No, it's even more than that. What do you think? It's that, but even then some. It's to have a strong desire for the possessions or things that belong, and this is the important part, to someone else. So it's not, boy, I really want a Packer sweatshirt, you know? It's Packer season, I really want a Packer sweatshirt. That's want. Want that Packer sweatshirt, because it's cool. wouldn't fit me, but it's cool. Okay? I want that, whatever it is. Right, right. Okay? So the idea of coveting, this is really important. Okay? So the idea of coveting is more than just wanting. It's wanting something so bad that you want that specific thing that somebody else has. You want it not to be theirs, you want it to be yours. It's impressive. I'm not going to lie. It's impressive. All right. So what is jealousy? What is jealousy? Go ahead. Say it again. Um, it's almost using the word in the definition, but yes. What else? What else is jealousy? What else is jealousy? Somebody on this side of the room. Oh, me. I like that. Willow, what's jealousy? Um, yeah, man, we kind of said that here. So you're right, but I want a little bit more. What do you think? Mhm. Okay. This is the important part. It's feeling resentment. It's feeling anger, right? Towards somebody else because they have something that you don't have. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm jealous of your tail. It's an awesome tail. I don't have one, and I'm jealous. Okay? I have resentment towards you. It's anger. Thank you. All right, Chris, this is coming. So, how many of you can think of something? You have to be honest here. That's not the question. It's not just thinking of something. How many of you can think of something that you're actually jealous of? Something that somebody has that you are actually jealous of. Can you give me an example? I'm a little bit, no. All right. No, I mean, it's great. It's great. I'm just not jealous of it. Parker, what do you, or Pierce, sorry, what do you, okay. We're going to go to the different side of the room. What are we jealous of? What's one thing you're jealous of? Yeah. Ooh, I don't even know what that means. That's not jealous. That's different. Okay. Jealous is being, again, you want something so bad that you're angry at the person who has it. Not the same. Not the same. I get it. That's jealousy. It's also bad. So let's open the hymnal. Let's find that hymnal. We're going to open up to page 1161. Do not start. Do not start on page 1. Like open up to maybe page 1,000 to start. 1,161. So being 1,000 years old, time is at a premium here, right? I just never know when my last second's going to be. So let's move it along. 1,167. One hundred 61. 1161. Just raise your hand when you have it. It's 1161, actually. Okay. Can somebody please read for me commandment number 9? Commandment number 9. Go ahead. Loud and proud. Wait. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
you shall not covet your neighbor's house.
You shall not covet your neighbor's house.
That's
Or
legally
they're split ends. Because, I mean, let's be honest, split ends, there's nothing worse. Am I right? No, than split ends. We had a conversation going on back here about split ends. They're the absolute worst. Right? I mean, all you need is a little trim. But tell me I'm wrong. Split ends are the worst. Go ahead. So you shall not covet your neighbor's house.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Oh.
Was ist das?
Was ist das? Was ist das?
Tell me what it is. What does it mean? Listen up, people.
Okay. We fear and love God, so we do not trick our neighbors out of their inheritance or property to try it for ourselves by claiming to have legal right to it and the like, but instead of help and service to them and keeping what is theirs.
What does that mean? Any ideas? What does that mean? Yeah, what do you think? You don't know what that means either? Kathy, what does that mean? Well, there we go. That's beautiful. Somebody was paying attention here. That's great. Okay? So, we don't covet. Remember, we just went through the definition of covet, right? We're not supposed to covet. Wanting, that's a great question. So the question is, we're not supposed to want somebody's house? The difference between wanting and coveting. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Let's go to commandment number 10. Who would like to read a little bit about commandment number 10? Loud and proud, dude. Commandment number 10. Listen up. This is great. There's a lot of things in here. Go ahead.
You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or male or female slave, or ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor.
That's a lot of stuff. Without looking, what should we not covet? Neighbor's wife? Donkey, like, that's kind of hard, right? What else? Well, not really anything, no. Manservant, maidservant, female slave, male slave, ox, donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. All right. So again, we ask the very common question. About the stuff. Yeah, exactly. Zach, tell us. What does it mean? Go ahead and read on.
Okay.
Listen carefully, people.
We are to fear and love God so that we do not entice, force, or steal away from our neighbors, their spouses, household workers, or livestock, but encourage them to stay and fulfill their responsibilities to our neighbors.
Perfect. Thank you. So there's a couple commandments in that explanation. Okay, can anybody find more than, like, what's another commandment besides commandment 10 that's in that explanation? It says you shouldn't. Yeah. Yes. I mean, who among us has not wanted to steal our neighbor's donkey? Am I right? It's tempting. But again, no coveting. All right. So really, question is, what does that even mean? What does it mean when we say no coveting? So I have a question for you. Christmas is coming. I'm curious. What are some things you want for Christmas? Give me one thing you want for Christmas. What's the thing? It's easy. Okay. Money. What else? Generic. Yes. What else? One thing you want for Christmas. One thing you want for Christmas. Very good. Thank you very much. One thing you want for Christmas. Yes. What do you want for Christmas? Yes. 1,000 million is not a number, but okay. What do you want for Christmas? I can help you. All right, so here's the thing. We all want things for Christmas, am I right? These are some things I want for Christmas. I want a new TV, and I want a big TV, okay? Yes, we're not talking like, I want a big TV, okay? I want some golf clubs. I really do. Really do. I want a sweater. I'm starting to get into cardigans a little bit, you know? A sweater. And let's be honest, everybody wants chocolate in their lives, am I right? Okay. So. I have all these things that I want. And I'm not going to lie, I really want the golf clubs, okay? Like, I really want the golf clubs. Having said that, am I breaking the 9th and 10th commandment? Really? Okay, well, you're dedicated here. Am I? Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm jealous of the Packers sweatshirt. I'm still like, we gotta have it. We gotta have it. Yes. Hey, side conversations, please. Yes. Not need. Well, that's fair. You've used semantics against me, but it's fair. Okay. So here's the thing. There's things that we need. What are some things that we need in life? What are some things that we need? What do we need? Yep. We need water. Yes. Scientifically, H2O. Yes. What else do we need? Yeah. Okay. What else do we need? We covered H2O already. Yes. That's water and oxygen. So O as well. Yes. Okay. What else do we need? Food. Food. Yeah. Yeah. Food. What else? Yeah. So there's certain things we need. Do we need that new Xbox? Do we need, let's see here. Yeah. Do we need a cell? That's great. Raise your hand if you need a cell phone. I've literally looked at my cell phone 3 times in this conversation. Yes. You noticed, didn't you? I know. I'm just checking time. All right. So, yes. Well, if I'm going to get better at golf, I do. So we all know what need means, right? Things that you have to have in order to survive. What about want? What's the difference between a need and a want? What do you think is the difference? Okay. Yes. Right. So it's something that you have to have versus something you can do without. Right. So what's the difference between want and covet? I'm not lying. I really want that sweatshirt. I am. It's a great sweatshirt, right? It is a great sweatshirt. He's coveting my helmet. So there might be a swap and barter thing coming up. Yes. Difference between want and covet. Yeah. No, I just want to know the difference in your own words. What's the difference between wanting and coveting? Okay. That's a great line, my friend. It's a great line. Okay, what about the mansion down the street? Somebody owns it and I want it. Coveting? It's great. It's great. Like all of these things, it's great. Okay? And so we talk about what not to do and what to do. Okay? So when we say don't covet, what are the things we can do? Okay? Be grateful matters, right? How many of you have enough stuff to be happy? You just raised your hand because I was looking at you. You weren't going to raise your hand. You're late. All right. How many of you want more? How many of you think you'll be happier with more? uh, so the idea is we want to be grateful. God wants us to be grateful for the gifts that he gives us. We want to be grateful for the things that we have. Please put that away. Share, right? We should share some of the things we have. How many of you share the things you have? How many share the things that you want? Give me an example. You share half your lunch. Do you want that half of the lunch that you share? Sort of. You're selling it well. What's another example? You share your room. It doesn't sound like you're happy about that. That's not really sharing. That means you're being made to. Okay? The idea here is we're called to share with what we have, even the things that we don't want to give up. Okay? Be thankful. Okay? We have a lot to be thankful for. Okay? I heard a sermon once here where the pastor said, raise your hand if you've ever won the lottery. Okay? I mean the lottery, right? And the reality is, by being born in the United States, you've won the lottery because you're richer than 97% of the world just by being born in the United States. It's reality. Okay? And so there's lots to be thankful for with things that you can't even control. And then this thing called perspective. Okay? Perspective. Any idea what perspective is? Yes. POV. I'm like a Gen B, so it doesn't mean much to me. Perspective is understanding, okay, what other people have and don't have. Okay? I was sick several years ago, like really, really sick several years ago. Okay? And people would say, oh, I feel so bad. I spent a month in the hospital. Okay? Major surgery. It's true. It's true. I had my large intestine removed. I was really sick. Okay? What? You can't. No. Long story. Regardless, I'm sitting in the hospital. This is a true story. I'm sitting in the hospital. I have people come up and visit me and say, like, man, that's so awful that you had to go through this. Okay? And my honest response was, I'm not dying. Right? It's bad for me. I'm not a fan of it. Sooner have my large intestine. Okay? But I'm not dying. And there's other people who are a lot worse off than what I have. And so I wasn't necessarily thankful that I was sick, right? But I had perspective that I still had a lot of blessings that other people didn't have. Yes. When it was over, I was thankful it was over. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So other people have so much more. How am I supposed to be grateful for what I have? Does that seem hard to be grateful for what you have, even when there's all these rich people out there? Yes. We have just have an opinion here that money does not buy happiness. Raise your hand if you think rich people are happy because they have money. So here's what I will tell you. I actually know people who are wealthy, who are actually, yeah, I know people who own businesses, right, who have more money than you can imagine. And I will tell you they're not all happy. I know that's the same thought I had. You're not. Okay? In fact, most of them, the more money you have, the less happy you are. It's true. Okay? Yes. Again. Keep going. Absolutely. Right? Yep. Absolutely. So money can't buy you family. It can't buy love. It can't buy, right, all those little things. Yes. Not as easy as it sounds, my friend. Not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, what do you think? Um, I would say in my life experience, not necessarily. No, no. You can buy a lot of stuff, right? I have money to buy stuff. It doesn't make me happy because if I go to work and hate my job and hate the people that I work with, it doesn't matter what car I drive home in. Okay, if I'm not getting along with my kids, right, or if my wife and I are having a fight, it doesn't matter the house that I'm going home to. Does not matter. I'm telling you right now, does not matter. No, what? That's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. No, I'm saying it doesn't buy happiness. What I'm saying is you can be happy with money, but they're not correlated. Okay? You can be happy without money. And so the assumption when you say money buys happiness is that if you don't have money, you're not happy. And if you do have money, you are happy. Okay? There's a lot of people in the world who have not much and are very happy. Okay? It is true. And so this is the whole idea of being grateful for what we have. Okay? because we have more than most. How many of you are healthy? How many of you have all of your major organs? Yeah, you should be grateful. All right. How many of you have a house to sleep in every night? Yeah. So again, you think about this, we have a lot of things that most people in the world actually don't even have. Yes, go ahead. Hmm. Absolutely. Yep. Hmm. Yes, absolutely. And this is the risk that we run when we covet things. When we say, I've got to have that thing because that thing will make me happy. Like there isn't one thing out there. I'm telling you right now, there is not one thing out there that will make you happy. I'm talking thing, object, thing you can buy. Nice try. You're in church, so that's always a great answer. But that's not going to fly this time. Yes, speak up. There is a certain truth that the more stuff you have, the more stuff you want, right? And it becomes never ending. Yes, last one. Go ahead. Well, yes, I'm harboring flies. I'm a lover of all animals. All right, so let's do a quiz show real quick. So I'm calling on you this time. Question number, and I'm going to warn you, if you haven't talked, you haven't raised your hand, I'm probably calling on you. All right, question number one. The 10th commandment is about our relationship with A, God, B, family, C, other people, or D, pets. C, yes. So remember, the first three commandments are about a relationship with God. The next three commandments are about a relationship with family. And the next four commandments are a relationship with other people. Number two, the opposite of coveting is A. Yeah, you shake your head. To want. The opposite of coveting is B, to not desire. C, to demand, or D, all of the above. Bam. Absolutely. To not desire. Nice job. Way to pay attention. All right. Number trois. That's French for three. Right here. It's okay to covet something if you're just thinking. B, you know you could never have it. C, you don't do anything about getting it. Or D, none of the above. D, it's just not okay to covet. Okay? All right. Number four. Number four. Not wanting what someone else has takes trust in A, yourself, B, others, C, God, or D, all the above. Thank you very much. What's your answer? Well, it's D, all of the above. It takes trusting in yourself, it takes trust in others, and of course, trust in God as well. All right. Number five. Why not? Jealousy is related to the ninth commandment, the 10th commandment, neither commandment, or both commandments. Just say, just like A, B, C, or D. It's D, yes. Jealousy is related to both the ninth and the 10th commandments. Pierce. Number six. I know. Contentment is A, not to be confused with everything being perfect. Contentment is B, an act of kindness or generosity. C, inner sense of calm and peace. Or D, both A and C. It is D, yes. It's calm, peace, but not to be confused with everything being perfect. Anyone, the ninth and 10th commandments help us to put the needs of our neighbors first, to help us to not scheme and plot, both or neither. What do you think? Both, absolutely, yes. And the last one, this is important. Next week, we should each bring to church A, money for shopping, B, a permission form, C, a good pair of shoes, or D, all of the above. All of the above, yes. So next week, come prepared to shop. And then 2 weeks from now, again, we have confirmation at LCR, sorry. And I think that's good. Any questions? Any really important, good questions? Yes. No idea. Yeah. Good, important, necessary, critical questions. Okay. Any good, necessary, critical questions? Yes. That's not about me. We're talking okay, we're going to let you guys go. All right. We'll answer more questions next week. Have a good one. Thank you, everyone. Because I goofed. Made a mistake. Okay,